Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back here today and I'm doing a reaction that I'm very excited to be doing. I believe this is Axxturel. You guys said that the X, or Axxturel, like that. The X's are like S's. So was it like sex symbol? Is that what that album is called then? I love that fucking album. That album is amazing. Probably one of the most inventive, sort of noisy noise rap. I kind of want to call it noise rap. I understand that it kind of goes under this name of like Sigglecore, often or not. Here we have it though. We have VampMania. And we have Noktifiers Symphony. We're going to do it all in one video. These are pretty short projects and lovely little projects. I'm excited to listen to this, so let's just jump on in. Okay, so I think we know where Playboi Carti took the vamp ideas from, bro. Axxturel here. First track, whole album called VampMania. I don't know. This was pretty cool though. Again, I understand that their songs are relatively short, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on still, right? There's this... Wow, okay. There wasn't much of a fast flow for this song. Like, I know an Axxturel really likes to be going off with this noise. Here it's much more of a giving us a hook, really quick verse, and then back to that hook. Certainly not a bad thing with it though, but this is it's catchy as shit still, with all that noise too. Yeah, we vibe. Ooh. I love that deep melody too, like deep voice melody. And they're like swinging with that beat, kind of came on this song. That one big drum is always right here. I'm cheering. Okay, so this one had much more of like a creepy vibe when it comes to like Axxturel's like flow or their type of energy on this. But then there's these nice like that sort of like synth that comes out, and there's lots of like this production or like instrumentation, I would say, that doesn't fully have that creepy vibe though. So I think that there kind of is an interesting like, playfulness with that. At least that's how I'm seeing it. But this one did have more things to focus on in production, like wow. I don't even know what to say, man. This stuff is really shocking to me, like how much stuff is being put into this, and like I don't even know how to visualize this like in a, you know, a production software.
He call me a bitch, but he so wanna be me. He call me a bitch, but he so wanna be me. He call me a bitch, but he so wanna be me. Better off on my own.
Oh, that clip, that sounds like a shoegaze fucking guitar, dude. I'm finding like more melody coming in with those guitars. So maybe it's just hearing it more. Almost feels like layered, maybe like another sound of another guitar. Cash and Nightclub, no lights out. The song's called Lights Out, there you go. Wow. See, this is an environment, you know what I mean? This isn't just like a song. You know what I mean? When things happening, it's all weaved together. I do feel like we have to give enough credit to how much kind of stuff is being layered here. There's always this shredded like noise with the guitars, like those constant clicks. But then those clicks even had like a different speed come down too, near the end there. And even having that slowdown, which I've kind of come to realize is something that he does with like Sex Symbol, but it's also fast paced as well, you know what I mean? It's not just like we're transitioning, it's like you're transitioned before you even have to have that in consideration. It's pretty cool. It's like a distorted video game sound. Cash register, yes. I don't even know how to describe this. And then a little bit louder with that. Oh shit, okay. Transition to the next song there very quickly. I Do Me. Wow, okay, I'm really taken aback right now. Like, I'm focusing on certain things and then it gives me something different like 10 seconds later. Really liked when it almost felt like at a certain point in the song too, with that swirling and then with that click, that click felt like it slowed down, like for a few seconds, and then like listening to it I was like, I don't know, I feel like this is the same tempo, but there was a certain like distortion over it, right, that was kind of making this illusion, or maybe it was slowed down and I'm just like confusing myself, but fire. One line in the very low in that mix, but so plays well. Well, this is the one that's like making me want to dance around the most. Like that's okay. So this just shows too that even when there is like this constant noise, there's different expectations for songs, right? Because this one didn't have a harsh wall of something, you know what I mean? It doesn't really sound that harsh because of how it's produced and put in, right? Like, but it could, if so desired. But here it was much more worrying about those strong melodies on this, faster flow, really liking the deep voice, on this. This is amazing. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't like heard about this stuff before. But the thing is, it's funny is when I was searching up stuff later, like after I recorded the other video, I realized that his name is also Lucy4. I feel like I've seen that name before. I haven't listened to it before though. Cool. Amazing. The beat kind of feels like it's doing like a really fast heartbeat, and it's really lower. That little synth that comes out there, because it feels like a really sharp noise, but pixelated. Like other noises kind of is breaking apart. Xxet Anthem. This is it says Xxet 2 on the cover. Kind of looks like those PlayStation 2 covers. Yeah, this one's pretty cool as well, especially having that really quiet type of sound or mixing. And I will be honest too, like before starting this reaction channel, I didn't really know or realize that that was like an artistic effect. But I've had many reactions to other artists, definitely in that SoundCloud scene, and I was like, why the fuck is this happening? But I've sort of started to realize that that's intentional, especially with this type of sound, because I'm aware to that Reptilian Club kind of sometimes does things like this as well. Wow. But you're not always hearing that one sharp like synth noise too. You feel like it's building up, like that, like there's a line of it building up, but it's like underneath everything still too. And that drum, how you can make a drum have an effect without fully having it blown in your face is, people don't always get that right, I feel. But this did get it right. There's nice floating with it, like when I'm listening to this type of really riding with that beat. It's the shaking of a bag of like nails or something. Jeez, these songs finish before I even realize it. You get stuck in that environment in the sense where you don't expect the end to be coming. I know this is important for like track listing or seamlessness coming back to it. You know, when I have to pause and do this. I'll feel it later though, I certainly will. Wow, okay. I do like that like really sharp, doesn't sound entirely like that, but that came out at the end. Yes, there's a strange noise that doesn't always seem like every note hits, but that one where I was saying like a bag of nails, you know what I mean? Like it's meant not to feel clear. It's almost in the sense too, like you know that it's probably making that same sort of sound, but when everything is connected like this and all is built into one, it almost feels like it could be changing noises, and that thing is off doing its own thing, and whatever sound comes out at random intervals, you know what I mean, of the basis of probability of shaking something, I don't know. Yes. Woo! Yeah, we're vibing. Fucking shoo-shoo rap song. Oh, it's like a turning of some like wheel in a sense. Oh shit. A turning of a wheel in some sense that's kind of happening when that beat's like coming in though. Almost as if like it kind of begins before that beat fully comes down though, right? But it's like, what if that beat's like the force, you know, like a force of that. I always like the idea that I can feel a push and pull or interactions like that with all the sounds here. Natural. It's all natural. Like it's all natural. Beautiful. The synths getting louder and rapping everything. Interestingly enough too, or with this song, what I just was thinking about, especially with that exit, with that, it's a much more cloudy vibe. Sure, there's obviously cloud rap elements on Sex Symbol, but I do think that album, at least, I know this one's almost over, but that one feels a little bit more like chaotic. And everything that's happening here. This one feels like it can be chaotic, but can also give you more moments to sort of be like relax, almost as if it's like a what was I saying last time too, like a post-rock song, you know what I mean, like where it builds up the tension, or like this is the opposite of a post-rock song actually. It gives you the tension most of the time and then only gives you the releases. It's like reverse crescendo. Yeah. It's like so unhearable, but it's hearable. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be excited to come back to the lyrical part. It's hard to pick up, so that's okay. There's much more of a quiet, lower ringing there, pitch ringing, not lower, higher. Okay, one thing I'm interested in too is 4J and Lucy 4. Are those two people or is that one person? I think it's one person. I'm assuming. But wow, this one's a good one. Fuck. Oh my gosh. That again, constant noise that's kind of just being swirled and thrown. As I was saying, right channel, and then left channel is more of an opportunity to like throw things in. Love that transition with the deep voice. Love that. I wasn't even expecting that because there's that one quiet moment where you feel like everything is. Where you didn't expect it to go that way, certainly either. Ooh-wee. There's the final track here. It's just an outro. Clap there? Okay, fair enough for an outro here. Different than VampMania, where VampMania still had like a verse. This one is much more of a quiet, like vocals that kind of are caught up with that like melody in a sense, and there's much more worry about this like synth of that. Oh shit. And then that exit out. So much more about this noisy club type sound. Okay. And Afterparty is the name of the song, so fair enough. What do I want to give this? I can't give the. I'm gonna give this a 9 to 9.5 because who knows? Because this shit's exciting. This shit's exciting. Constantly is in that like intense energy. There's always something for me to be thinking about, and I know this is going to be the case too. Even just coming back and listening to it, right? To always be realizing like, wow, the amount of technical work put into this is absolutely stunning. This is heavyweights, to be honest, in their genre. Okay, well, are we ready? Are we ready, or do I need to simmer down before this Noktifiers Symphony? Alrighty, and here we go. Noktifiers Symphony. There is 12 tracks on this, but there's also a 13th track, I suppose. Black Sunlight. This just shows up on the album on SoundCloud, so you know we might as well listen to it. Here we go. Okay, like some organs there. Okay, that's just a quick, like this is a much more different of an intro. This really is like you're entering into the fucking Twilight Zone type of style. Very moody, very ethereal with this piano here. Yeah, okay. Oh, like chirping there? Okay. These bells are really amazing. Really placed in there well. Okay, this song... Okay, already kind of a different sound from VampMania, to be honest. This one sounds a little bit more cloudier, definitely, but all that elements are a little bit lower, a little bit still in that intense, like, trap front, but not like in the sense of a... Because the other one still had much more of like a creepy aesthetic. This one, and even though there was some more harder sounds on that album, just from this second song, this one is much more in that cloudy element, I think. I love this, though. I really don't see any problems. So, let's go on to the next one. Glitchy there. Okay, yo, this is just a little bit less than a minute and a half, right? And like having a perfect timing to have some sort of exit of transition there last like 20 seconds or something like that, and it completely kind of being something new or worrying about new sort of effects. Loving that like booping type of synth that's coming in here. Again, lots of like swattering, I guess maybe is what I want to use, swattering around of all these different noises. I'd say Axxturel was definitely working on a vocal like holding too in a sense, but like on that like wow, okay. I'm so lost for words, I really am. I'm sorry y'all, but this is just like so much shit is thrown in my face right away. It's a lot to take. I love that I'm getting this thrown in my face, but oh, really hard sense on that right channel. Because part of the music, right? Yeah. Under Pressure. Whoa, okay. This one is, again, loving this. I'm just thinking back to another song where I was saying, oh, look at these low synths and how nice they sound and everything here. And then, you know, he can just switch it on up, throw that shit in your face, right? But all of it just seems so coherent together. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like a, oh, there's so much different sounds. Why is there so many different sounds? It all still sounds like one cohesive thing still. I mean, it's severely impressive. All I'm doing, I'm just gassing this homie up, yo. That's all I feel. That glass break, perfect timing. Follow that beat. Really nice catchy fast flow there. Oh, that. This is like a heartbeat monitor. So obscure. Oh, it's like a bathroom. Playing in the bathroom. Hi-hats take the shine. Give us like some sort of metal sample with like a wall of noise with it. Burn My Light. I didn't know you could do like fonts like that on SoundCloud, but that's pretty cool. Wow. What do I even say about this song? I was just saying stuff the whole time. And this is easily probably my favorite song, I gotta be real. Just, you know what I said. You know what I said in the video. This is amazing.
Come with me and be immortal.
Definitely not here in 1 second. Okay, this is nuts on those like pitched, like sped up vocals, and then like it first starts off and I was really confused, and then you were hearing like a car racing by and stuff like that. Like, I do like the idea that I'm sitting here like trying to focus intently, and I'm just like, a rush of noises are coming at me. I feel like many reactions that I do or other albums, right? I can sort of, I can definitely be like, okay, but here I'm like, what? Yeah, okay. This is fire. This is fire. Oh, the other song I'll sing the auto-tune vocals too. Here, really already instantly popping out. Okay, this is just hard. Fucking hard, bro. Why are we playing this in the clubs, yo? I wanna take over the DJ booth one day. Okay, this is one of those songs I feel like has much more of a conception of like throwing in your face instead of wanting to be really intense on everything in the production front. Yes, this is already intense on the production front, but I think that hook is given to you like instantaneously, and that beat is so intense to the extent that you're just like, oh yes, yes. Okay. This is like what Going Insane feels like. I feel like when 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, let's keep it quiet, loud, really trance-esque here. Falling in and out. Drama. This one's very strange. Like, I was really with that pulling back of like the noise going up and down, up and down. Vocals though, I love when there's always this manipulation, and then when it comes to these vocals, right, they kind of are gonna stay constant, but not be changed in a strange way because of that production. You know what I mean? It's already fitting. Weird, like almost like strings-esque too. They're like that are like creepy, very creepy. Lower synths like kind of like carry down like that. I'm pretty sure too this song really starts out with a throw-in with all those fucking sounds, which was like yeah. Ooh, left channel fire. Okay, interesting. I think stepping on next to have that sort of title and like sort of like conception to jump in this too with that whispering flow. It's almost like a I'm above you in a way. Like if it's to your enemies, you know what I mean? Like it's your bedtime story, but instead of it's a bedtime story, it's like a bedtime warning. Wow, this is, and yeah, that like that too. This was another really creepy song. Hi-hats really fast, very present, and that ambient like sort of push with that too, right? I was saying that. Oh, yeah, amazing. That vocals really in there. Okay, feature here, Majin Blxxdy. Oh my gosh, pretty interesting to have that the feature too here. Majin. It's Majin Blxxdy, if the X's are for the S. Love that pitched up on there. That one like synth drum to that boom boom. Really cool, really cool. I'm like really losing it with this one, man. I cannot believe this. I'm already feeling that you already know. When it comes to the score, I feel like you already know. The hi-hat clicks coming off of that bass. Still fucking with the song though, cannot complain. It's Axxturel, yo.
Working on even got a skill we got me so you
let's just go to the last song here. I don't want to give a score until, you know, we listen to this one. But yeah, certainly still fucking with that. I mean, this one did feel more of that loopish feeling of it, I'd say. But we're still vibing.
I just love.
Another whispering flow right on that nice drum and that beat though. Okay, interesting of that swirling that kind of takes an effect there. Whispering flow really with it's a much more of a quiet drum, but a little bit louder of like a hit. Right, like you really are gonna feel that hit. Okay. What's the final score for this one? I think I like VampMania a tinge more, but I'm still thinking a 9 for this one. I just giving it any lower would be wrong for how much this is giving me in 20 minutes. Like, let's be real. All the different detailed sounds in this production, all the different aspects of vocal flow performances by Axxturel, in the sense where how that applies to the overall sound of a song. And I mean, I even said this in Sex Symbol, when you're doing something crazy like this for a song that's like a minute long, minute and a half long, what have you, it's nuts, absolutely nuts. Yeah, this is fantastic, and yeah, I'm obviously love to keep doing some more Axxturel reactions. I still have some in the queue as in commented. When those will occur, we'll see. Just know though that whatever comments have the most likes, I kind of make sure those ones get done first. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a few more listens for both of these projects, and it's gonna be a good time. Okay, here we are. VampMania, Noktifiers Symphony, 2 mixtapes, Axxturel. What am I going to give this as a final score? I did have like a 9 or a 9.5 sort of range. That's what I was thinking of anyways. Both of them, I'm dropping them both down to 8.5. Comparing to Sex Symbol, at least, coming back to this, I wasn't feeling well, actually, no. It wasn't that I wasn't feeling the consistency throughout. It was much more that everything was so fast-paced, so chaotic with its noise, to the extent that when you listen to this album, too, I'm not always able to be falling in love with every single aspect because it is so pushed in your face, which I think is also to the potential that, will I ever really know everything about this album? It's packed with a lot of stuff, and coming back to it, I don't know how many listens it would take to really find, like, this is the one, or Sex Symbol was sort of like it, but with VampMania and Noktifiers Symphony, at least now, I'm really like, wow, like, what even, like, there is still things I feel like I'm going to be missing regardless. I'd say that Sex Symbol was a little bit harsher on a noise aspect, for sure, and even had maybe a little bit more of an intense beat that could be hard, but work on that shredding a little bit more. There was a little bit of this, like, sort of creepy club aesthetic to VampMania. This one was a little bit more glimmering and had much more stranger sound effects, I would say, Noktifiers Symphony. So I'm glad that both of them have an ability to be different in their soundscape, while still working on some of the same tricks, like slowed down parts here, lower pitched voices, fast flows. It's yeah, we got it here. We got it. I'm still fucking with this too. And I still have much to learn about Axxturel. So anything you want to see me react to, Axxturel related or anything else, just put a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace.